Breaking news today, everyone. Kaitlyn Bristowe and Jason Tartick both attended the People's Choice Country Music Awards in Nashville, TN, this week. An awkward moment between them was caught on film. Stay on this page to see the cringy interaction. Bachelor Nation fans wonder about Jason Tartick's new relationship. Jason Tartick and Kaitlyn Bristowe were a high-profile Bachelor Nation couple until they split in 2023. Fans spotted the signs that the engaged couple broke up months before it was officially confirmed. The telltale sign: Kaitlyn and Jason stopped posting photos together on social media. Jason has been dating TikTok star Kat Stickler for a few months. The new couple posted a lot of videos together online until recently. Bachelor Nation fans think Kat and Jason may have broken up because they haven't posted together in nearly a month. They do live in different states. Neither have addressed the chatter about their relationship status. Kaitlyn Bristowe and Jason Tartick's awkward run-in caught on film. Jason Tartick and Kaitlyn Bristowe both still live in Nashville. They don't really have any reason to interact now, but they aren't sharing custody of their dogs. Both Bachelor Nation stars were in attendance at the 2024 People's Choice Country Awards in Music City this week. Kat Stickler didn't attend with Jason Tartick, which could be another sign that their relationship is over. Kaitlyn Bristowe also attended solo, despite heavy rumors that she's dating Tayshia Adams' ex-fiance, Zach Clark. A video went viral on social media of Kaitlyn and Jason standing near each other on the red carpet at the event. While the two didn't interact, they seemed aware of each other's presence. Jason stayed focused on the person he was talking to, but Kaitlyn appeared to look over in Jason's direction. Watch the awkward moment. Kaitlyn addresses weird situation. Reporters and others on the red carpet noticed the awkwardness of the situation. News asked Kaitlyn Bristowe about it directly. She said that it really wasn't as weird as it seemed. Honestly, I actually don't find it weird. A year ago, I would have, but it's been a minute, and at this point in my life, I'm just I want everybody to be happy. She continued, I'm in a good place, and I'm just yeah, I waved. It's all good. The Dancing with the Stars champ added that it wasn't the first time they've been in the same place since their breakup. They both attended former Bachelor host Chris Harrison's wedding just a few months after they broke up. Do you think the interaction was as awkward as it looked? Sound off in the comments. New update. Golden Bachelorette, what illness does Roemer have? Undeniably, Golden Bachelorette, Joan Vassos has a tough decision to make ahead of her. While it is a great problem, has to quickly meet and get to know 24 men. Furthermore, Joan has discussed how it is very hard to date at her age. Without a doubt, aging comes with extremely tricky challenges just on its own, but adding flirting on top is even more arduous. But in episode 2, Roemer reveals a major health concern to Joan. What illness does he have? Joan Vassos has challenges ahead. In the first ever season of Golden Bachelorette, Joan Vassos is taking on the challenge of dating in her 60s. While she explains that she had a great experience on the show, it was still a difficult process to date 24 men at once. In the first week, 6 men, Bill, David, Ken, Pablo, RJ, and Thomas, left the mansion. However, Joan got a chance to get closer to the remaining men. Unmistakably, they are all growing more and more fond of one another. Sadly, during week 2, she said goodbye to 4 more great guys: fan favorite Jack, Bob, Christopher, and Michael. Undoubtedly, it is getting hard to pick who has to go. Although they are only in the second week, it is clear bonds are forming with Joan. Previously, she has discussed that dating in a person's 50s and 60s comes with the challenges of life not going as planned. For instance, some of the cast has lost partners to illness, including Joan. Others have gone through divorce, raising kids, and even health concerns themselves. Roemer has opened up about a serious illness that he faces. Roemer shows his vulnerability. During a latest episode of Golden Bachelorette, Roemer tells Joan Vassos about some of his health struggles. Undeniably, another difficult area of dating as someone ages is there are increasingly more health issues that come with it. Sadly, Joan has already experienced the death of her husband, John Vassos, but Dan was visibly nervous to compete in the talent show. However, it wasn't just about his skills. Instead, it required him to be very vulnerable about his health problems. However, Dan was a good sport. He stood before the judges, Joan, and his competitors with red streamers. Admittedly, he said he shakes due to tremors. Unfortunately, it is a genetic condition his father also dealt with. It was noticeable that his hands were trembling, but he chose to showcase it instead of attempting to hide the problem. Furthermore, he casually joked about how serious the ribbon dancing was since he spent minutes preparing. Joan loved he was silly, but also brave for sharing about his struggles. After winning the talent competition for his raw honesty and humor, Roemer earned himself a date with Joan Vassos. During the dinner, he further explained what the root of his tremors is. In 2015, Dan's diabetes reached a point where it was out of control. In Dan's case, his body experiences tremors. Sometimes these occur due to low blood sugar and other times from diabetic neuropathy. At that point, a doctor gave him the alarming news that he most likely only had about 6 months to live. He says, "This is the tough part of my journey. Every organ in my body was starting to fail, and I was seriously sick." Furthermore, he shares he was shocked. And, it's one of those conversations, and I'm like, I've never even spent a night in a hospital. Undeniably, it was hard to share knowing it could be a deal breaker for Joan. Joan Vassos graciously accepts the news. While golden Bachelorette, Joan Vassos could have balked at the news of dating a man with health problems. Instead, she appreciated Roemer being honest and open. Currently, Dan still has to carefully watch his diabetes. He took the doctor's scary prediction and made necessary life-altering changes, even to the point of stepping away from his work to focus on prioritizing his health. Unmistakably, the shocking report jolted Dan into learning and finding ways to turn his health journey around. Although the tremors still occur and life looked different, he is embracing the gift of every moment being precious. Without a doubt, he adores his 2 daughters and his dog too. His daughters signed him up to meet Joan and chase love. Admittedly, Dan knows there are challenges, but he isn't letting it define him. He says, "Everybody's got something, especially at our age. We've got aches, pains, health issues, whatever. But it's just life, so own it, deal with it. And sharing it with the whole audience feels good. It's invigorating." But Joan was gracious when learning about Dan's struggles. He was concerned about the vulnerability of allowing people to know. She says, "I don't feel that way. I think that as we get older, we're all going to probably have some kind of health issues. Very few people go through life unscathed." What do you think about Roemer's health journey? Have you experienced anything like it? Do you think Joan will pick Dan? Are you enjoying the Golden Bachelorette? Drop your comments below. Thanks for watching my channel.